All over Israel, excavations have brought to light the stories and treasures of the past. Structures long hidden have emerged as silent witnesses of biblical events. One of these many excavation sites is Tel Rimon, a place at which the ruins of an ancient Jewish synagogue were rediscovered. In the early 1900s, the land of Israel was desolate and empty, largely a desert. Centuries of abuse had robbed the land of its forests, vegetation, and natural beauty. In 1901, Keren Kayamet Le-Israel Jewish National Fund was established and began raising money to purchase tracts of land throughout their ancient homeland. As the guardians of the Land of Promise, they have now planted over 250 million trees and developed the land in many other ways. KKL-JNF also located, researched, and restored many of Israel's unique archaeological and historical sites. The land flowing with milk and honey is being restored to its former beauty. In the Judean Plain region, where once the tribe of Simeon lived, lies the vast Lahav Forest. It was planted by KKL-JNF with support from Canada, Germany, Switzerland, Austria, the US, and England. On the eastern slopes of Lahav Forest lie the remains of the Synagogue of Rimon. This synagogue was built in the 3rd century AD and restored in the 6th century. Even today, some 1,500 years later, we can clearly see what the structure must have looked like in ancient days.
This is the Byzantine synagogue of Rimon, and it's over here that the scrolls would have been kept at this end of the building. It's a paved building, and over here you have an elevated area, and that's where the scrolls would have been kept. It's to this spot in the center of the synagogue that the Holy Scrolls, the Torah, would have been brought, and it's signified by these rosettes.
These rosettes were placed in a square with the single rosette at the center. They were mounted in the new floor in the 6th century AD. During the excavation, many coins and jewels were found. The floor was strewn with bronze coins once hidden inside the building.
From the synagogue, you can see the forest of the Jewish National Fund, and behind it is the biblical Rimon, mentioned in Joshua 19.
The biblical Rimon was one of the cities allocated to the tribe of Simeon in Joshua chapter 19, some 1,300 years BC. About 1,600 years later, the synagogue of Rimon was built here, on top of the remains of a village dating back to the Second Temple period. The ruins of this site are a silent witness to biblical times and to God's involvement through the ages with His own people, the children of Israel.